Ever wondered how some people seem to bend others to their will with seemingly little effort? Welcome to the intriguing world of dark psychology, the study of persuasion, influence, and manipulation. It's a realm that navigates the shadowy corridors of the human mind, exploring the tactics used to control, coerce, and command attention. However, let's be clear. Our journey into this realm is not to equip you with tools for exploitation, but to build your defenses against such tactics. Knowledge, after all, is power. By understanding the methods of manipulation, you can shield yourself from falling prey to them. Dark psychology is a double-edged sword, with the potential for both harm and protection. It's a fascinating yet complex subject that requires responsible handling. Remember, the purpose of this exploration is to educate and protect, not to exploit. So with this understanding, let's delve into the 11 ways people can manipulate others using dark psychology. First on our list is gaslighting, a subtle yet dangerous form of manipulation. Gaslighting is when someone manipulates another into questioning their own reality or sanity. It can manifest in various ways, such as denying facts, dismissing feelings, or twisting truths. Take, for example, a friend consistently denying their hurtful actions, making you question your own memory. This tactic can leave victims feeling confused and powerless. Gaslighting can be hard to detect, but awareness is the first step towards defense. Next, we have the classic, playing the victim. This method is a crafty one where manipulators don a cloak of vulnerability to garner sympathy and control. They create a narrative of being wronged or disadvantaged, turning the tables to make you feel like the culprit. It's an emotional bait and switch that puts them in a position of power, while you are left feeling guilty and eager to make amends. Remember, not all victims are as helpless as they seem. Third on our list is the guilt trip. This method exploits your sense of responsibility and compassion. The manipulator induces a feeling of guilt in you, usually by emphasizing their sacrifices or victimhood, to sway your actions in their favor. For instance, someone might remind you of a past favor they did for you in order to get you to do something for them now. It's a classic move in the manipulator's handbook. Be wary of those who consistently make you feel guilty. Moving on to the fourth method, the silent treatment. This method is a psychological game of endurance where one person goes silent to gain control or seek punishment. It's a passive-aggressive form of emotional abuse that can lead to feelings of rejection and isolation. Picture someone refusing to communicate or ignoring your attempts to engage. It's like talking to a wall, and that can be incredibly frustrating and damaging. Remember, silence can be more controlling than words. Our fifth manipulation method is the fear factor. This technique revolves around instilling fear or anxiety to control and influence others. With the threat of potential negative outcomes looming, the manipulated individual is coerced into certain behaviors or decisions. For instance, a manipulator may use fear of job loss to make an employee work overtime without additional pay. This fear-based manipulation capitalizes on the primal instinct to avoid danger and discomfort. Fear is a powerful tool in the hands of a manipulator. Next up is love bombing, a deceptive form of manipulation. This is when someone overwhelms you with affection, gifts, and praise, all in an effort to gain control over your emotions. It's like a whirlwind romance, with the manipulator playing the role of a perfect partner, creating a sense of euphoria. But beware, this is not genuine affection, but rather a calculated move to make you emotionally dependent. So remember, beware of those who shower you with excessive affection. Seventh on our list is the bandwagon effect. This cunning method leverages the human tendency to align with popular opinion. Manipulators subtly use this to their advantage, swaying your beliefs by making it seem like everyone else is thinking a certain way. It's a sly way of saying, if everyone's doing it, it must be right. But remember, the majority isn't always right. It's important to critically evaluate information and make independent decisions. Don't fall for the majority, think for yourself. Eighth on our list is the authority figure. This manipulation method is all about wielding perceived authority to control others. The manipulator may present themselves as an expert, a leader, or someone with special knowledge in order to gain trust and influence behavior. It's a powerful tool because we're often taught to respect and obey authority. But remember, authority can be fabricated and misused. It's important to always scrutinize the source. Question authority even when it seems legitimate. Our ninth manipulation method is the scarcity principle. This psychological trick is all about creating a sense of urgency. Manipulators use this method to make you believe that time is running out, or that an opportunity is slipping away. This perceived scarcity can make you act hastily and often not in your best interest. It's a classic sales tactic, but can be applied in many other contexts. Remember, when you feel pressured to act quickly, take a step back. Don't let scarcity cloud your judgment. 10th on our list is reciprocity. This method is a psychological tactic where a person gives you something, often a favor or a gift, creating a sense of obligation. The manipulator then uses this indebtedness to their advantage, subtly compelling you to return the favor in ways that may not be equal or fair. It's a sneaky strategy that plays on our natural desire to balance the scales. Be mindful of those who give only to get. Last but not least, the foot in the door technique. This method is all about gaining compliance through incremental steps. Manipulators start with a small, easy-to-accept request. Once you've agreed to that, they gradually escalate, asking for bigger things. You're more likely to comply because you've already said yes once, and humans naturally like to stay consistent in their actions. So remember, it's not just about the size of the request, it's the principle behind it. Beware of small requests, they often lead to larger ones. Now that we've explored the 11 methods of manipulation, it's crucial to remember them. We delved into the murky waters of gaslighting, where reality is distorted to disorient and control. We unraveled the deceit of playing the victim, an act designed to elicit sympathy and divert blame. We learnt about the guilt trip, a tactic that makes you feel responsible for another's happiness. We uncovered the silent treatment, a manipulative silence that seeks to punish or control. We discussed the fear factor, the love bombing, and the bandwagon effect, all tools to influence your decisions and feelings. We also examined the authority figure, the scarcity principle, reciprocity, and the foot in the door technique. Each a calculated strategy to sway your actions or beliefs. Recognizing these methods is your first line of defense against manipulation. Knowledge is power, and with this power you're better equipped to navigate the world of manipulation.